Hi everyone, good to see you again all. I hope you all will be fine. Please check Iraq latest and good news updates. An Arab currency stronger than the US dollar. Forbes monitors the 10 weakest monetary currencies in the world. And the American Forbes magazine discussed the 10 weakest currencies in the world, of which the Iranian riyal is the weakest, as well as the Lebanese pound, at a time when the Kuwaiti dinar is actually the strongest currency, even against the US dollar, which remains among the strongest currencies in the world. The American report, translated by Shafaq News Agency, pointed out that the US dollar is seen as the strongest currency in the world and is the most traded, at a certain level, but it is actually not the strongest currency, but rather the Kuwaiti dinar. Currency pricing. The report reviewed how foreign currencies are priced, explaining that foreign currencies are traded in pairs. For example, the purchase price of the US dollar is using the pound sterling. And as a result, the currency is always priced in relation to another currency, which is known as the exchange rate. The report indicated that most currencies are floating, which means that their value fluctuates according to supply and demand, but some currencies are pegged, which means that their value relative to another currency, such as the US dollar, is fixed at an agreed-upon price. The report pointed out that exchange rates affect the cost of goods and services in a foreign currency. For example, if the pound sterling rose against the dollar, vacation expenses in the United States would be less expensive in terms of the pound sterling. He added that exchange rate movements provide an opportunity for investors seeking to make profits through trading foreign currencies. Then the report reviewed the 10 most vulnerable currencies in the year, according to an assessment based on the number of foreign currency units that are obtained for $1 US. A security source in Anbar province reported, on Tuesday, the arrival of a security force coming from Baghdad to implement arrest warrants against those involved in corruption operations in the office of the Anbar province. The source said in a statement to Al-Maloma Agency, a security force coming from Baghdad, accompanied by a number of members of the Integrity Committee, arrived in the city of Ramadi to implement arrest warrants against officials in the Anbar Governorate office for their involvement in issues related to corruption and the use of power for personal purposes to obtain political gains for the ruling party. It is noteworthy that the Integrity Commission arrested during the current period a number of real estate registration and tax directors in Anbar on the grounds of their involvement in the illegal sale of state lands. Angrady said in an interview with the information agency, the launch of the salaries of the new job grades will take place after the completion of sending information and orders in all institutions and state ministries, noting that there are thousands of new recruits awaiting the release of their salaries with the budget. And he continued, the implementation of the budget will be decided this week after it was also circulated to all governorates, pointing out that there are many job grades that have been allocated and are awaiting full implementation to open the doors for submission to them. And on the date of implementation of the general budget, between Radi, the Ministry of Finance will send the budget to all ministries and institutions tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And the central bank decided to sell the dollar to banks and merchants by covering their imports through the electronic platform, in addition to financing the personal needs of all citizens, such as travel, treatment and study, through the electronic platform for cash. and the long-delayed 27 United States billion four-pronged megadeal between France's TotalEnergies and the federal government of Iraq has received the final go-ahead from both sides and is due to start within the next 4 weeks. The huge deal is crucial in enabling Iraq to increase its oil production from around 4.5 million barrels per day (BPD) to perhaps 13 million barrels of oil per day within 5 years. Thanks, take care.